I think we're live. I think it's happening. What time is it? 9:49. All right, I gotta figure some stuff out here. I'm gonna try to bake the cinnamon rolls in the wood fire stove. I don't really have a baking pan slash dish, so I'm gonna bake them on that. Is that a bad idea? But we're gonna put it on parchment paper. All right. Like that seems like a brilliant plan, doesn't it? Like what could possibly go wrong? There's a pizza stone in the oven right now that I custom cut to fit the wood fire stove. So I figure if I do this right, what's the worst thing that could happen? I just get a bunch of cinnamon rolls hammered to the stove? No. Oh man, it's been a very exciting week. This is what we're doing. If you're from Scandinavia, I believe cinnamon is kanel rolls bread b-r. Yeah, I can't even speak anymore. Let's do this. Let's do it. Heat the oven to 375. Check. Grease cookie sheet. Nope. Place it 2 inches apart. Meh. Bake for 10 minutes. Meh. Put icing. Hell yeah. Start it right here. Start here. This is always very exciting. I believe that I was a child when this technology was, I'm not going to say invented, but went mainstream. That's right, kids. That was the very, 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 very memorable thing for my youth was the popping of the occasionally purchased tubed bread. We didn't have it very often, but it was always fun when we did. Now I think everything comes in a bread tube, doesn't it? A tubed bread. Let me see if I can get this little streamer thing going here. No, no thanks. I don't want to save. I don't want to save 100% of something I don't want. Thank you though. Apparently we're getting an ad. Sorry about that. You're gonna get advertisement on my channel because that's how I pay for my lavish lifestyle. All right, there's the cinnamon. Or sorry, there's the frosting. The lid popped off the old frosting container already. I gotta say, there must have been an engineer involved with that little concept. Oh, come on, just play the stupid ad so I can see what the hell's going on. 2 points. So, I've made these in the past and I've had problems with the perforations, if you will. So far, the perforations are going quite well. I have to control myself and not eat all these at one setting. I am making other breakfast this morning. Actually, I started typing the title, then I realized I'm making more food than fits in the title. I'm like, why am I making so much food? But then I realized, since I only eat once a week, just kidding. I eat more than once a week. But I only cook a big breakfast once a week. All right, play the damn ad already. I already pressed play 3 times. All right, so the instructions said 2 inches apart, but I don't know if I could do 2 inches apart. I'll put that big boy in the middle. I'm gonna put the little flanges out. That way they peel apart better. See my stratagems? They may touch. These may expand. I don't. It's like I know. Ooh, that's cinnamon. All right, so we got our flanges out. So when they grow, I don't know if I can do action cam to the wood fire stove. I'll try. Let me get a light going. Oh man, this is not gonna be easy. Let's try that. Sorry. Here we go. Watch Elveshelves drop cinnamon rolls live on the internet. Let's pregame over here. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? We're cooking some cinnamon rolls in the old wood fire stove this morning. So we're gonna go in there. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Hopefully this fits. Might have to go a little off angle. Oh, I'm not filming very good. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. Let me tilt that up a little bit. There we go. And they're off. All right, we need 10 minutes. A little blocking of the filthy kitchen. No problem there. All right, 10 minutes. Timer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. All right. The first part has begun. Let's see if we can get this up to the big TV above the kitchen sink here. Hold please. Picture in picture. Kitchen TV. Turn the volume down. Ooh, I think I just heard an error. Not sure what's happening. I got some spoilers. I don't want to give away too much of my upcoming content, but we got some spoilers coming up. Spoilers. Nothing but spoilers. I think the other day, I used to have that fidget spinner I would spin, and I had some people come over, and someone's like, dude, you have syrup on your fidget spinner. So my fidget spinner now is, yeah, that's seized. That bearing has got syrup in it. I don't know how you get syrup in a fidget spinner, but somehow I managed to do it. So now I can no longer... It makes me sad. That was like the entertainment. I might have another one of these laying around. I'll have to look for it. I'll try not to syrup the fidget spinner in the future. My apologies to the fidget spinning. Let me forget about those cinnamon rolls. Okay, what's next? Let's make some hash browns. I think those take the second longest amount of time in the Feast of Plenty. And I'm doing 3 giant potatoes apparently. That's too much potatoes, but you know what? I'm gonna eat them anyways, it doesn't matter. I forgot to get my cutting board out. I got probably the grossest cutting board available, but we're gonna cook it, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it went through the dishwasher, so I mean, as far as I understand, if it goes through the dishwasher, then you're good, right? That's the sterile device, is the dishwasher. I'm gonna put my cheese back in the fridge. I just realized I don't need that going bad. For the photography. So I've been using the steel or the chrome plated peeler as of late, but I decided, you know, I could break a different one out. This was given to me by my aunt. This is a Kuhn, if I can make that focus. It's made in Switzerland. It's kind of cool. It's got the eye remover. Come on. Or this. That's a true story here, kids. That's a Cutco. That's a true story. One summer, one of my relatives was selling Cutco, and they said, hey, can I come demo my knives for you? And I was like, oh, I don't really need any knives. I've got, maybe $1,000 or $2 worth of high-end Henkel's Pro S knives. So, whatever. And she's like, oh, I really want to come over and test it or do the pitch. And I'm like, whatever. She's like, I'll give you a peeler if you let me come over. I'm thinking, oh, you could just come over anyways. But if you're going to give me a peeler, yeah, we'll use the Cutco. That's fancy. So if you're going to give me a peeler, I guess come over. Well, it turns out, in order to get the peeler, I had to sell like 10 friends down the river as contacts, and I was happy to do that. I gave the names out. I got some bad news on the Cutco. That is not as sharp as the chrome plated. I keep slamming my fingers too. I think I like my chrome plated peeler. But you know, you got the tools. You got to use them, right? Otherwise, why you got so many? My potatoes turning green here. What's going on? I think the Cutco peels a thinner slice. It could be I've been using it right-handed so long. Maybe left-handed would be better. Let's try it left-handed. Get the other. Oh yeah, that left side. I think it's sharp, fresh. Except I'm not left-handed, so. What I really wanted was the scissors. You ever seen a pair of Cutco scissors work? Oh man, you can cut a penny in half with Cutco scissors. I'm not even exaggerating. I've seen it. And you know, the demonstration was pretty good. The knives were impressive. It was just that like I needed more knives, like I needed a kick in the teeth, so I had to pass. Yeah, I like that long handled. Because see, I keep slamming my knuckles on the cutting board over and over. Superior. See, the angle of attack's better this way too, because do you see the difference, kids? Do you see the difference? I don't know. What did I see the other day? I saw a new website called like To Me or something like that. Oh man. So it's like I hate to say it. It's a website that sells very affordable Chinese-made goods. Oh my god. And they figured out some loophole in the import taxation whatevers. I feel like that needs more peeling. Looks like they're still green on that thing. So they like there's some loophole where if you ship stuff in under so much dollars worth, you don't have to pay import. I don't know the nuances, but anyways, it like came up in my email. I'm like, who are these people? Why do they have my email? And I looked at it. Really pushing the app, and I was reading up like, well, the app might be a Chinese spyware thing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know anything about that. I'm really just thinking about buying a device that all it does is like interacts with all the fucking garbage stolen shit on the web on my behalf, and just having like a disposable like burner device. Anyways, dude, I was looking at some of this stuff. It's like free shipping. Takes like 10 days to get it, which is about the same as Amazon Prime, in case you haven't shopped Amazon Prime lately. You know, so it's not like, oh, I gotta wait forever to get my. I mean, what's Amazon selling? Chinese stuff? Like, oh, my Chinese stuff from Amazon takes 10 days. How long does my Chinese stuff from China take? 10 days? Or I don't even know. Let's see. Be careful. It could be a scam. Yeah, I don't know, but like I was reading up on it. I was reading things, and people like what I was reading was it's a real it's a company that's been like changed hands a bunch of times. They're based in Ireland now, but a lot of companies do that. Anyways, everything I was reading was like you get your shit. It may not like the biggest thing I was reading about is like if you buy something that's supposed to be name brand, it may be fake name brand. Like I think Hewlett Packard had a problem with them. They were selling HP stuff because what it is. It's just a website that's an aggregator for individual sellers. They don't have a warehouse. You just go to their website and it's people slinging shit is what it is. Which is kind of what Amazon's kind of a little like, you know, you got your Amazon resellers or whatever. I don't know. But what was like getting me was like I mean, I don't want to give away too many secrets about my life, but I'm in desperate need of another pair of Crocs. My Crocs are getting worn out so bad that like my one pair of Crocs has no soles left on the bottom, and they're kind of sketchy. Like, I got a pair on now. These are my best ones. They still got a little bit of sole left on them. By the way, I wear a 9 men's, 11 women's, in case anyone's donating Crocs to the Elveshelves YouTube channel. But my other ones are so slick, and if I get water on these and walk on like polished concrete, it's like walking on grease. Sliding away. Anyways. I'm on this like China. Oh, I gotta check my cinnamon rolls. Hold please. Light. Oh, look at those bad boys. Look at those. Hold. How does that look? I know it's sideways. How we doing? Those are looking pretty good. They had croc-like devices that go on your feet. I'm not gonna say they're Crocs, but they're croc-shaped devices, right? Like an anvil-shaped device. And they're like $7. I'm like, dude, if they suck even half as bad as Crocs for $7, I mean, God, I mean, it's not like Croc is made of some like miracle materials, you know. It's just like they're just like slip-ons that are way overpriced, but like, oh God, dude, I don't know. Oh man, I put my cutting board away. Luckily, I didn't put it in the sink. Cutting board's still clean enough to keep using. I need a knife. We're gonna go with the small vegetable. Oop, that's the big vegetable. Small vegetable. So I don't know. I mean, if it's a scam, I get scammed. I've been scammed before, I guess. I don't know. Kind of weird. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I guess I get, I mean, I don't think my Crocs are made in America. Like, it's... What year is the Cuisinart food processor? This is... Oh, cinnamon rolls! Hold please. We're going to try to get an action shot of me. Oh, man, I'm showing my filthy house. Sorry. And my filthy floor. That's fine. It's clean filth. I'm going to paint this floor here. I just decided that the other day. Oh, we're calling those good. Here we go, kids. Oh, baby. Oh, the smell. You smell that? You smell that? You know what that smells like? You have any idea? That smells like, oh God. It smells like the mall. You ever been to the mall? The Cinnabon Mall? Yes, robot stove, I heard you. Beeping your little head off at me. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Turn this light off. That was fun. Oh, my filthy floor. Yeah, so like my goal at some point in my life, I want to put oak floors in there in that room. Oak floors. That's what's supposed to go in there. The problem I've got is like oak floors are expensive, man. Like it's just like, oh good. Where's my frosting stick? God damn it. You ever put your stuff away so good you can never find it? Here, you can help me dig through my drawer. I'm sure people enjoy this. Let's dig through my drawer here. I'm looking for the frosting spatula. It's black handled. It's rigid. Butter knife. Oh, maybe it's hung up. Hold please. I might have hung it over here. Keep an eye on those cinnamon rolls. Don't let them go anywhere. Jackpot. We'll wipe the dust off real quick. I missed the question. Yeah, the food processor, super old. That was my grandmother's food processor. So it's probably from the newest it could possibly be would be 90s. You know, probably from the 80s though, realistically. We're gonna put a dollop on top and see what happens. Let it warm up. You getting this? Yep, that one's starting to go off the edge. That's what the internet's all about, kids. You're watching a bearded man frost his cinnamon rolls on a Sunday morning. Very excited. I'm going to eat cinnamon rolls all week long. Can't wait. I can guarantee you these probably won't make... Half of these won't make it to the end of the day, unfortunately. Let's try to... Oop, I'm spilling sugar everywhere. Yeah, that was my grandmother's food processor. When I got it, it was in pretty rough shape. The bowls were all broken. Like the plastic bowl was broken on it. I've had to replace that, and love my grandma, but one of the things she didn't do super good was keep her kitchen stuff well cleaned, and that thing was the grimiest, grossest, most abused looking food processor I think I've ever seen in my entire life. To the point, I'm not even exaggerating, where I was like, I'm not sure if that's it. And it's just a machine that spins a rotator, but it was so bombed out. I mean, it's just like, imagine like a decade and a half worth of, yeah, it's probably 90s if I had to guess. I mean, what do you do if you got a little bit extra sugar? That's what you do. Okay, that's done. Throw that away. Sorry, recycle that. Let's get a plate. Whoa! Watch out, light. And since these are amazing, we're going to use the fancy blue plates. Okay. I'm probably going to get cinnamon sugar in my beard. That's the risk you take when you have a beard, though. I mean, honestly. There's so much sugar in my beard right now. I don't know if there's a date on this thing. Make a check. Unless we break it. It's a cool one, though. It's a 20... Well, you could probably do the math. The 25th Anniversary Pro Classic. I don't know what year these came out, but figure that out and then subtract 25 years. Or add 25 years. Let's see. Which way is it? Lock. It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, though. Oh, wait. We'll investigate it. What the hell is going on? Oh, got the blade in here. Anything for the internet. Let's look at the bottom. It's made in China. Pro Classic food processor, 5 amps. Call the number. It's got patents. Model DLC10STX. No date on it. Sorry. Yeah, so what breaks on these is these bowls. They crack right here. And they're quite expensive. I can't remember if I've replaced the bowl once or twice, or there was something with this bowl. Because this is the 25th anniversary. It's like an odd size. They make a big one and they make a small one. This is like a medium, I think. And when I tried to replace the bowl, it was exceedingly expensive. So I did a lot of internet searching to try to find an affordable price one. I found one. I think it was one of these. And I think like it was labeled as new. Like new. I'm like, ooh, I like new things. Ordered it up. Came, it was all scratched to shit. And I was just like, called the dude up, the person. And I'm like, I ordered this thing from you. And it's labeled as new, but it doesn't really look new. I'm trying to think, did they send me another one and let me keep the first one? So I think I have another one. It's all like mangled. Like it looks like it's been beat to hell, or maybe God, dude. I hate to admit it, but I'm starting to forget shit. Like, I don't know if you guys know me that well, but like, one of the things I'm kind of known for is like, I don't forget anything. Normally I just remember everything, like for my whole entire life. I just remember everything. And now, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to. I'm not gonna say I'm forgetting it, but like I've have so much to remember. I'm starting to get stuff mixed up. Because there was also, I ordered a part for my refrigerator one time. That's probably the story I'm remembering. The thing that holds the milk into the refrigerator broke on my refrigerator, so I ordered a new one, and it came all scratched to shit. They let me keep that one and sent me a new one, so I've got a spare one of those. I think that's probably what it is. There's something with this thing. I can't remember what it is. God, I can't believe I'm saying I can't remember. like I don't have an eidetic memory. Like I don't remember everything in photographs. And I can't go back and like read a book in my mind. But like I kind of just remember everything. I always thought it was normal. I just thought it was like, well, you did it. Why don't you remember? And like I just realized people don't remember shit. I don't know, probably up until my mid-30s, maybe 30s, I could remember everything in my life. I can't anymore. Like everything, like where I bought everything, where I got everything, however, like it's just like part of being alive, I thought. It's like, oh, that's yours? Yeah. You don't remember getting that? Like, how's that? Oh, no. And then as I get older, it's like, I'm starting to like look at something and be like, where the hell did that come from? Like, I don't have a memory of that. It's like, oh, great. It's happening to me too. I had a good run, you know. I had quite a few years of the never forgetting a goddamn thing in my life, which is kind of fun. Also kind of challenging because one of the gifts of not forgetting shit is you don't forget, so that's always fun, especially when you want to forget something. But, you know, whatever. It just is what it is. Especially, like, I'm good at, like, hearing stuff and remembering it. It usually gets me in more trouble than it helps me because, like, people will be like, I didn't do that, or I didn't say that. I'm like, well, but you did because I remember you saying it, or I remember seeing it, or it's just like, nobody wants to hear that shit. Everybody wants to live in their own little fantasy world, right? That's fine. So last time I made potatoes, I took the lid off. I think I just did it all off camera, sorry. I took this lid off and set it on my counter, and then like the potato juice oxidized and put a permanent ring on my counter, which is pretty awesome. If you got white counters, pretty awesome. It's like one of those things that when you wake up in the morning, you say to yourself, man, I wonder what I could do to like put a permanent... I'll tell you what, that wood fire stove's working. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off here. We are a balmy something or other in here. Alright. So, do you guys want spoilers, or do you want me to surprise everybody with the videos that are coming out? What do you guys think? You want spoilers? You want me to tell you about some of the amazing shit that's been happening, or you want to be surprised? Comment below. And if you happen to know already, don't comment below. There's no point in voting if you already know. As I pitter-pat my soon-to-be... I'm thinking about stirring these this time and see what happens. What did I cook in the thing last night? I cooked French fries. So French fries, that's just more potatoes. I didn't clean it, so like it's just got potato residue in the air fryer. That should be fine, right? I am going to put a little bacon grease in here because that seems to work pretty good. Oh, let me fill my shoulder some more. Man, I'm doing terrible today. Where's my bacon grease at? Okay. Is that bacon grease? Ha ha ha. Let me get my okay, that just happened. I don't remember what these are called. I get my ramekin out. That's what that is. It's a ramekin. God damn it. It is happening. I can't remember. I can't like. Oh man, when you start saying I can't remember a lot, I know some people that say that a lot. That is not looking good. I can't remember. It used to be I'm trying to forget. That's what it used to be. Trying to forget. I can't remember. Trying to forget. Whatever. Hold please. Put a minute on that. You see my my retirement cut? Apparently I retired in 2021. I don't know if you guys knew that about me. We'll call it a semi-retirement. Not sure what I retired from, but I feel like I might have retired. Okay. Because I didn't get enough sugar in my cinnamon roll, we're going to put some more sugar in my coffee. How's that bacon grease doing? Hold, please. Oh, it's starting to melt. Well, maybe like 20 more seconds. Okay, let's go over here. So, Yep. Last week was Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Old Elveshelves. I went for it. I'm not even exaggerating. I went for it this year. I went for it. I mean, absolutely went for it. To the point where I haven't even tried to figure out what I've exactly done, and I don't even care. I just did it. I just full send this year. So I got some riveting content coming of all the new amazing things in my life. It's not that amazing, actually, but... Okay, here we go. That should be plenty melted. Let's stir this in. It's not much. Just a little on the edges, right? Just to help with the crispening. I can turn this light on underneath here. Come on a second here. There we go. See how much better that production value is when you... The ramekin is warm. A little stir action there, yeah? Let's get it all out. So I had to pull my refrigerator out the other day to accompany one of the Black Friday items that I got. And I realized I haven't pulled my refrigerator out in, well, probably since the refrigerator went in the hole, which has been, oh man, I mean, I could probably count the years on my fingers, but I might run out. I mean, it's been a good solid probably decade, if not, yeah, probably about 10 years. And yeah, it looked like it back there. Back behind the fridge, it looked like about 10 years. Thought about filming it, then I was like, nobody needs to look on the back side of my refrigerator. It hasn't been dusted for 10 years. I'm trying to think. The other day that came... Oh, fill my garbage can. That's nice. Fill my peanut butter and a jar that's soaking. Even more better production values. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking with somebody the other day about refrigerators and coils. They're like, yeah, you're supposed to vacuum the coils off your refrigerator every year. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, every year. And I was like, what if you just never did that? And they were like, what? Like, they were just as like, no one's ever done it. And I was like, I don't think I've ever cleaned my coils on my refrigerator. Never like got the vacuum brush attachment out and cleaned them off. And they're like, yeah, no, you got to do that. And I was like, oh, oops. I said, I think I forgot to do that maybe. And they're like, yeah, no, your refrigerator ain't going to run for shit. And I was like, oh, I guess I missed that part of the instruction manual. That's not right. It's supposed to be 13 minutes, isn't it? What the hell's going on? 380 for 13? Was that what it was? I know it was 13. I know I used Snowflake because it looks like hash browns. Is it 380? God damn it. Where's the internet when I need it? $350 for... Why are you not... Watch Elveshelves struggle. You're supposed to memorize. God damn it! Sorry. No. All right, it's flashing. Wait for it to stop flashing. And then press and hold. That should be memorized. I don't know if it's 380 though, but let's find out together. Comment below if I did the temperature wrong. Magic 8 Ball says, yep. Alright, let's make some room here. Move some of this to the unfilmed part of the kitchen. I was thinking the other day, what I need a little machine that's like the size of this thing here. That's like a little robot that just like cleans the counter. It's just, would that be great? Like, why can't they come up with that? That'd be so amazing. Have a little sensor so it wouldn't fall off the edge. You just like, there you go, little robot, clean up after me. Just. I mentioned that to somebody on my video game that I play, and they're like, "Oh yeah, China's coming out with like a home automated like humanoid robot in like a year or two." And I was like, "Ah, I actually read about that. That's crazy. Probably can't afford one of those though." All right, let's make some room. I think we're about to start cooking some bacon here, kids. What we got today? We got the cherry wood thick cut. It's thick cut but thin height. That's just barely a finger tall. Looks like there's some actual meat on it. I did have the good fortune of defrosting it. Unfortunately, I just remembered I didn't have my that's not ready to go yet. Probably not gonna go crazy. Maybe cook an egg or two today, because we got the hash browns, we got the bacon. I'm gonna try to, we're living in the new economy. I'm not gonna cook half the bacon. I'm gonna try to go thirdsies on the bacon. Since you're only supposed to eat serving per is 1 piece. That's a serving. It's 1 piece. That's supposed to serve 16 people. Now I don't know who you're hanging out with, but if I brought 16 of my closest friends over and I served them that, there'd be mad people. There would be like, why can't I have more bacon? And I'm like, well, according to the package, you've had your allotment of bacon. Ooh, that's gonna burn. Let's get it in here tight. Let's appreciate this. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but like the propensity to enjoy cinnamon is cultural. Certain cultures think cinnamon tastes similar to dog turds, much like the taste of black licorice is cultural. Certain people think black licorice tastes like dog turds, myself included. I feel bad for those people. I couldn't imagine not enjoying cinnamon rolls. I think it's what you're raised on. So the griddle's not too dirty. Was cooking some tortillas on it the other day, so it shouldn't be too shabbery for the old bacon and eggs. We will give it the old, ooh, that's a little warmer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, so you got a little tortilla grime off it. But that's okay. I don't mind tortilla grime because it's going to be sterile. It's all about getting to temperature, kids. You got to get to temperature. You get your dirty old cast iron hot enough, and it's just it's good to go. So you can see I got tortilla crumbs on the peripheries there. Little extracurricular tortilla crumbs. We'll go for the try to get them out. I'll probably save the bacon if it looks good. But I don't need tortilla crumbs in my bacon savings. No waiting for bacon savings. All right, we're calling that warm enough. Or clean enough. I'm just filming the backside of my shoulder. I see that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, here we go. Man, I feel like I gotta talk about it. All right, spoiler. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care. Plug your ears. Log off if you don't want to hear about the upcoming videos. I won't give the full details, but This year for Black Friday, I got myself a robot vacuum. I did. I swear to God I did. And I am loving it so much. It is the most amazing shit ever. And like leading up to Black Friday, you know, there's always the lead up to it where you see the sale flyers and the ads and stuff. Let's take a peek at these potatoes real quick. See, I want to give these a stir. Is that crazy of me? I've never stirred them before, but I'm going to try it this time. A little bit before the halfway point. I'm going to stir them in and see what happens. This could be a terrible idea. This could be the best idea I've ever had in my entire life. Let's go back in. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I was looking for a good deal. So like, I've mentioned this in the past. So like for me, one of my hobbies, and that was weird. All right, we're gonna pretend we did that at halfway point. Halfway, we're stirring. One of my hobbies in life is getting a great deal. Is that a thing? Get a great deal. I just love a great deal. It's like my favorite thing in the whole goddamn world. A good deal. So I take the opportunity of Black Friday to get a good deal on something. It's like, that's the good deals to be had. We're in a favorite restaurant today. And I'm actually trying to get something I can use, and I'm not like, I'm buying a thing that I can never use for no reason, because, you know, I mean, trust me, I've done that unfortunately, but that's not what I'm trying to do. We're in here. It's a bit loud, sorry. There you go. All sorts of crazy shit happening. Really, that fan doesn't work anymore. There it goes. Sorry for the sound, but just getting real. Some of that theatrical smoke, it's not real smoke. That's the smoke of a house that's colder than your house. That's how that works, kids. That's the heat. Anyways, look at that off. So I was like, what am I going to get this year? I'm searching, I'm looking for a deal on something. I want a deal. And something came up, robot vacuums. I was like, ooh, robot vacuums. I know some people that got those. Like everyone I've ever talked to is like, they enjoy their robot vacuums. I was like, man, maybe I'll get myself a robot vacuum. Like, that could be cool. Of course, me being me, I got to research robot vacuums before I buy a robot vacuum. But I don't have very much time because, you know, it's Black Friday. You know, the deal's coming, and I started researching about a day before. So what I have to do, like, I've got my little strategies. My strategy is I have to figure out. Let's see if we can get these cinnamon rolls pushed away from the splattering bacon, so we don't get bacon flavored cinnamon rolls. I have to find the best robot vacuum, the best reviewed, the best overall for the best deal, the best amount off. That's my goal. That's my hobby. And I dug and I dug and I dug. I kind of narrowed it down to a couple, and basically what it was is I'm not going to name the brand because it's going to be a surprise, but there was a brand that's pretty well known, whatever. That sold robot vacuums, and it was like, yeah, robot vacuums, pretty good amount off. And it kind of came down to two versions. One was like pretty fancy. It was like the old like last year's top of the line, or 2 years ago's top of the line. This robot, like, I don't know, used LiDAR or some shit, like drew a map of your house and self-emptied into a home base and recharge and all this amazing shit. It's the most amazing thing. Normally, like, God, I give her $800 or some crazy, like, whatever, just some stupid amount. They had them for $600 off, so it was still like $300 and change, probably about $400 when it was all said and done. I was like, well, that's a nice robot. And then they had the low-end budget one that was like normally like $300-ish new, and they had them on sale for 100 and something off, whatever. Not quite as good amount off, but still a good deal. So I spent the next couple of days asking everybody I knew, like, what do they know about robot vacuums? What do they think? How do they like them? Blah, 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 blah. Had some people say good things about autonomous ones and good things to say about the mapping ones, whatever. But the majority was, don't get the cheap one, get the good one. It's like, well, that's always the option, right? Like, if you're shopping for a car, you want the Ferrari, but, you know, Ferrari. So, I hemmed and hawed, and I decided rather than spend a bunch of money on a super fancy robot, I'd get a couple things. And one of the things would be a less fancy robot. So it's a less fancy robot and something else for, well, not the same amount of money, but you know, you gotta justify shit in your own head. Let's check the hash browns real quick. Oh, they're looking hashy and they're looking brown. So anyways, I get this robot, order it up, I get the dumb one. It's not super dumb. It's got Wi-Fi and you can control it from your phone or your tablet or whatever. So it's not the absolute worst thing. It'll tell you if it'll send you a message if it's stuck or whatever. And I get this thing and like, all right, let's test it out. You know, I cordon off the kitchen. I put blocks up or cardboard boxes or whatever, so it couldn't leave the kitchen. It's like, let's see what I can do in my kitchen. And I made sure not to clean my kitchen, so it's an extra dirty floor, right? See, anything for science. So after my sacrifice of not having my floor cleaned for the experiment of the robot, obviously, I let it loose, and this little robot, dude, this thing just like ran around like it was a little beast. It just ran around, ripped the front of my dishwasher off because the bolt was loose. So I got that tightened up. I still have to figure that out. I still kind of get, like, my dishwasher's like a millimeter too low on one side, so I got it, like, I don't know. Anyways, I was impressed. I was like, wow, that thing cleaned my whole kitchen floor. Pretty good. So what I did next is I opened up one of the boxes that allowed it to go into my hallway by my bathroom and the spare bedroom, and then into the living room, which is a hardwood floor with a rug. Also has a step that goes off into another room. I was like, well, not even going to watch it. I'm just going to let it do its thing and see what happens. So I turned it on, and I woke up the next morning. And I went to the living room. It was like, I can't even describe it. It was like someone showed up in the middle of the night and just cleaned my living room. And I was just like, what is happening? Absolutely floored me. Like, I was just like, this isn't real. Like, and the little robot did all its work, and then just went back to its home and put itself in this docking station in a location where I was told it will never be able to work. You just can't make it there. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, this is nuts. This is absolutely bonkers. This is a true story I'm about to tell you right now. I woke up, I walked through the room, I saw that had been done, right? I see this phenomenon of this robot vacuum that had just done all this amazing work. This is how impressed I was. You ready? I was so impressed that I didn't make coffee. I instantly got on the internet and ordered a second one. I was like, I'm not messing around with this shit anymore. That thing did such a good job. I'm just like, nope, I am not playing the vacuum my carpets anymore and my floors. And what I did, so it's kind of funny. I'll tell you the whole story. When I went to get the first robot, there's like, you could buy it from Amazon, or actually you could buy it from anywhere. Like, a guy on the side of the road is probably selling this robot for the same price. Because it was like the Black Friday price. So like, every vendor that sold these things was selling them for the exact same price, right? It's just like, that's the price. Everybody's selling them. So I kind of had to decide who I wanted to buy it from, and for reasons, I guess I can tell you the reasons. I got a credit card through the Amazon company that gives me 5% off everything I buy, so I ordered it from Amazon to get an extra 5% off. Whatever, doesn't matter. That's what I did though. Wait, salt, hold on. Or sorry, pepper only. Baking kind of salt. But before I ordered it from Amazon, I was like, let me check Best Buy or whatever. Sorry. And on the Best Buy website, they have a deal where, like, you tell them where you live or whatever, and like, they kind of keep an eye on what's available where you live, I guess. I don't even know, but like, it said my hometown, and then it said open box. But not all the robots vacuums had this thing that said open box next to them, only like this particular one. I'm like, well, maybe it's because it's in my hometown. Like, I'm just going to drive out there and look at the thing. Like, oh, it was like significantly cheaper. So I drive out to the local Best Buy, and I'm like, I want to look at this open box item. They're like, oh, yeah, no, we don't have that here. That's so many 100-mile radius, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was kind of bummed out. Sad guy. So I go home, and the guy's like, well, you just order it if you want to. And I was like, well, can I return it to you? Like, yeah. So I went home and tried to order it. The little clickety-clack, I couldn't clickety-clack on it. Like, I couldn't make it work. Like, it didn't do anything. It was like a dead link or something. And I'm just like, man, what? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Dead link? Let's get these hash browns. How'd they turn out? They're looking crispy. Maybe a little too crispy. All right, we're just going to do the whole thing. I'm not playing games anymore. Am I getting this on film? I don't think I am. So anyways, by this point, like, I'm running out of time, you know, like I'm trying to figure out how to order these discounted robots. I just said screw it. I'm just gonna order it from Amazon, take my 5% off. That's a good enough extra discount. That's fine. And I was happy with that. Then I woke up and I saw how great these things were. I had to get another one. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see the Best Buy because the guy told me I could order it. And I don't know how you do it, but he told me I could. Went to his website, saw the same little link, clicked on it, nothing. I just cannot make it do it. It doesn't open anything up. So I'm kind of bummed because I really don't, I don't want to pay what I paid for this stupid thing. It's super overpriced, but still discounted because of Black Friday, you know, good deal, quote unquote. And you know me, sucker for a good deal. I'm gonna cook 2 eggs. So then I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, I had to put my thinking cap on. I was like, how am I going to figure this out? How do I order this item that's not orderable? Like, the website doesn't want me to order an open box. It wants me to order a brand new one. Like, obviously that's what's happening. So I brainstormed, and I'm like, well, just type in what you want to do, elves. Like, just, you know, make your dreams come true. So I typed into the old Google search, open box Best Buy, and then the name of this robot. And the old Google search takes me to the link that wouldn't open on their website. I'm like, dun dun dun. I'm magically in. I'm on the website. There it is. The price is, oh, it's quite a bit less than the on sale one. It says open box condition excellent. I'm like, ooh, excellent condition open box. Makes you wonder what kind of condition is it actually in. So I rolled the dice. Sorry, I'm choking on hash browns. I got it the other day. It had a scratch in the bottom of it that was that long, like a razor blade, an inch-long razor blade scratch. That was it. The person hadn't even activated it yet, hadn't even uncoiled the battery or the charging cable, nothing. It was literally a brand new unit. All that had been done has been taken out of the plastic bag. Take it out of the bag, flipped over, and there was a scratch in it, and they returned it. I'm so excited. I had no idea I'd be so pumped for something to vacuum my floors. My house is as clean as it's ever been in my entire life, from the floor up 1 millimeter. It's actually making me want to contemplate making my house nicer. I'm not even exaggerating. It makes me want to decorate and take the cobwebs off the walls. It is inspirational, my friends. I am inspired. So, stay tuned for those videos. It's gonna going to be pretty fun. We got some fun stuff coming. I think one of my robots just got stuck though. I heard it screaming for help. So you say to yourself, why'd you get two? I was like, well, because the way my house is set up, there's the main floor. Man, I turn that off. And then I have 2 rooms on the back of the house that are like 1 step down. Don't ask me why I didn't build it, just the way it is. And the robots can't do steps, so I could have done 2 things. I could have vacuumed that part by hand with my vacuum. I could have picked up the robot vacuum I have now instead of that room. Not Elveshelves, nope. I am done with that shit. Robot technology to the rescue, and it's just going to take care of it for me. And one of the things that people were explaining to me that they said you're going to hate is the emptying of the vacuum. So these vacuums have like a little thing like this big. What's the weather like? Hold please. It's 31.4 degrees outside and foggy, oddly enough. It's like foggy out today. So, a lot of the fancier vacuums have these big stations that they park themselves, and then the station sucks all the trash out of the vacuum, and then it stores it for you for about 30 days, and you only empty it like once every 30 days. I can see the convenience, but the cost associated with that is quite large. This is what I've noticed. Is it cold? It's cool. I mean, it's freezing. The snow that I didn't shovel correctly the other day isn't melting. We'll put it that way. No sun. It's cloudy. It's probably pretty shitty outside. No wind today, though, I don't think. Anyways. So that was one of the things I was warned about. I was like, oh, the constant emptying of the robot, you're going to hate it. And I'm just like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But this is what I found. Those little robots require you to, I guess the word's maintain them. You have to look at them and you have to do things to them, like you have to check the little spinny parts and like unclog the hair clogs and all this. So like it just gives you an opportunity to keep an eye on your equipment, man. It's like a, how do I describe it? Like I don't wear headphones that play music when I run power equipment. The reason I don't do that is because when you're running power equipment, if you are listening and paying attention to what you're doing, you can hear the sound of the equipment having a failure, beginning to fail on you. And you can save yourself a lot of headache and cost if you catch your machine before it absolutely fails. Now, a lot of times that's just like an RPM change. It can be subtle. So if you're on top of it doing the things you should be doing by like paying attention, you can catch problems before they become catastrophic. So for me, every time the robot runs, you know, if I'm there, because you can run these things when you're not home. But I like to run it when I'm home sometimes, watch it do its thing. You just empty it then, but like you have to take a look at it. It's like, oh, does it need some maintenance? Does it need something addressed? How does it sound? Like this morning, my new robot, it was running with a weird sound. It didn't sound like the other robot, a little bit different. Well, its roller head was clogged with hair, and it was like tunk, 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 tunk. So I got to... What brand stops making lawnmowers? I don't know. A company that went out of business? I think I heard something about that. Is it Toro? I think there was like a big company that's been making mowers forever. They stopped. I can't remember though. There I am saying I can't remember. Back when I was a kid, I can remember. Whatever. So, like, yeah, robot mowers is a thing now, dude. Like, holy crap. That came up in a conversation. Like, one of the guys that I was actually asking his opinion about these robot vacuums, because he's got a really nice one. He said he had the dumb one and he hated it and blah, blah, blah. He was one trying to convince me not to do it. Anyways, he said him and his neighbors were actually talking about getting together and going in on a robot lawnmower. It's like 3 houses in a row. And just having the lawnmower, maintain the property, then sharing the cost of maintenance. I was like, oh man, that's a lawn care killer. You start getting together with your neighbors that you get along with, and you start cooperatively purchasing yard maintenance equipment. That way, you don't have to look at your neighbor's ugly yard, and they don't have to look at your ugly yard. What's crazy is, like, I haven't done a bunch of research into the robot lawnmowers, but I did see on the Works brand, they make an electric autonomous lawnmower that does like an acre or two. It's like super expensive and gigantic, but it's like, that's nuts, dude. Think about it. It blows my mind. Like, when you watch the movies when you were a kid about the future? And it was like, oh, in the future, it's going to be this way or that way. And they show a scene and everybody's in the future, right? We're all living in the future in the movies. What's weird is, like, we're living in the future now, but but not everybody's in the future. There's still people who are not living in the future. They're living in the past. But yet they're still living with us in the future. And they never show that in the movies. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting to think that, like, there's people who don't have the internet on planet Earth right now. And there's probably a lot, actually. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing's just so weird. It's like there's things available that you don't even know about. I don't know, whatever. But I'm loving my vacuum robots to death. I have one more room I have to pick up. Because that's the other thing about the vacuum robot, right? It's like, you have to pick your shit up off the floor. You can't just leave stuff laying around, right? Which is a good thing if you're, if you absolutely don't have the ability to pick your stuff up, yeah, it's not going to work out. But if you're trying to keep your house tidy and trying to keep your stuff picked up, the robot vacuum is going to help you with that, because you're not going to have a choice. It's either you're not going to have a robot vacuum or you're going to pick your stuff up, because you can't have both. And you can't leave your shit laying around, especially like power cords, like headphones and charging cables. They will gobble those up. Which is nice because I have a history of not picking my stuff up. But it's something I'm working on, is being better at, like, staying tidy. Finding the right home for the right thing and leaving it there. So that's cool, Helps you out with things you're trying to get helped out with. So last night I was on the video game I play with my buddies, and the guy that was telling me about, don't buy that dumb vacuum, don't buy it, you're gonna hate it. So I told him, like, hey, dude, check it out. I got the dumb one. Sorry, I listened to your advice and I thought about it hard, but I went with the dumb one. Got 2 of them instead. Got 2 dumb ones instead of 1 fancy one. And all I said was, I want a 3-month follow-up on this vacuum. He's like, in 3 months, I want you to tell me what you think of it. And this is what I told him. I said, dude, if this thing blows up in 3 months, I'll buy another one. I don't care if it dies in 3 months. What it's already done is so amazing to me. I've probably spent more time watching this thing clean my house than it would take me to clean my own house. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's so much better than doing it yourself. It's like having a sandwich. I don't know if you know this or not, but if someone else makes you a sandwich, it tastes better than the one you made yourself. That's a true story. Not making that up at all. Oh wow, we've got past an hour. That was quick. Hey! Look at my cabinets for a weirdo. Jeez. And yeah, I'm wearing a stocking cap because it's a little chilly in my house. It's warming up though. I can probably take the hat off now, but the hair is need a robot comb. Okay. Well, so one of the things I gotta do is like sorry, I gotta my nose. The spots for my robots, I need to permanently locate them with a little bit more permanent location. The one it's living underneath my pinball machine. I gotta get the cords a little tidied up. The other one's living someplace that will be a surprise. I may have already told, but I want it to be a surprise. But it's on a piece of wood, and I can't get it against the wall like you're supposed to, so I have to build a little blocking to hold the charge station in its correct location. So that's on today's list. I mean, I just gotta kind of put a little cleat there. And I gotta clean the spare bedroom because I took everything in the house and I just shoved it all into one room. Everything that was on the floor, I just shoved it all into one room. So now that room, you can't even walk through it. It's just got everything everywhere. So that's today's goal. It's good to have goals. All right. For those who showed up for the live stream, peace and live. For those of you who made it to the not live version, thanks for showing up. We've got lots of fun videos coming up. It's going to be amazing. All right. Enjoy your cinnamon rolls and your hash browns. Peace.